it's 3
Go ahead.
books I wrote through the years. My husband died of cancer in 1969, and we've been married 7 months when he died. And my world turned around. I was a church-going, real sweet little gal until when that moment came along. And as my daughter will tell you, I became a raving hippie. And during that time, I wrote a lot of this stuff, so I haven't written a lot since. Someday maybe I will. This is one of those mornings when I went out, decided I just have to go out to McDonald's. McMuffin morning. I had my morning coffee with Ronald and his friends. That is one of the blessings of not having to fix breakfast before he goes to work. No smells of bacon frying, no coffee perking, or dishes to wash when you're done. Today it was a cheese Danish drinking coffee out of paper cups and watching all the other early morning people. While bank lady, there in the corner, smart in gray, businessman marks his day with red circles on newspaper. While bank lady, pert and green, glances in the mirror to preen, checks her balance. And a pair of mellow freaks modify their early morning munchies with McMuffins. It was a good day. Thank you. It helps a little.
I didn't know you were done.
Okay. When I stop talking, I'm done.
Fooled me.
I had a girlfriend come and grab me one day, and she took me away from the kids and everything else and said, "You're going to go to the river with us." I met an angel there, and this is about her. I, years later, spent quite a few years in ashrams with her. She's a sweet woman. Lady of the river. I had to get away. Life had caught me in its running, and my head was in a bad way. So I took myself to Goshen, out to Adam's land. I had a date there with a lady. Needed the touch of her sweet hand. Lady, blue-eyed lady, gentle lady of the river, come and sit beside me and let me talk to you. I'll tell you where I've been and where I'm going to. But she smiled as she took me by the hand. Peace, my child. It's not important where you think you've been, or where you're going, or where you might have been. All of that means nothing except for passing time and a few short lines that rhyme. All that really matters is here and now. So sit down here beside me and linger for a while. Just sit down here beside me and linger for a while. As we sat on the root of some ancient oak, laid bare by her ever-changing mood, my head her gentle hand did stroke, and I began to let it go. She took me to the water, she taught me how to play, and I became a child again. She washed my cares away. She took me to the water, she taught me how to play. That's for Charlotte. Well, my daughter went out in the car, so I really don't know if she's hearing this, but anyway, some stuff I wrote for her sisters, and actually, she's here, but she doesn't see it in it yet. Generations, written years apart, to children born of my heart. Make a rhyme for teacher, Mom, my littlest in pink nightgown ask as she scurries from my desk, brown eyes flashing, winsome, so artfully coy. Pick up your toys now, my response to her bedtime play, as she skips on down the hall, clutching her teddy bear and storybook about a sun that would not set and a magic talking fish. Make a rhyme for teacher, Mom, that was her bedtime wish. Oh, what to say to teacher, I wonder, as I watch her go. This child who'd been my baby just such a few short years ago, who for singing songs and pummeling her chores would gladly chuck. What to say to teacher? I wish you luck. Now she has a little one named Angela. This was written in 2001. Well, she has 5 little ones, but they're all in college now. Just like your mother, those odd 30 years ago, dancing down hallways, dreams at your dainty fingertip. You trip, pick yourself up, glance around to check if anyone saw your tumble. Twirl, start the dance again. And this is my oldest one. She's a college professor and she does not like a roach. Shriek in the night for Claire. Dishes done, children bedded, settled in my den, comes to scream to break the stillness, shatter this silent reverie. Eat, Mommy, a flying roach! Mommy, kill him, please! I'm very sorry, Roach. I really tried to save you. Took the book to which you clung and flung it out the door, but you insisted on flying back and terrorize her more. And so you had to go. Surely you must know. Eat, Mommy, a flying roach! Kill him, Mommy, please! Meant more. Let me know when you've had enough. I had a daddy who was a fisherman. I didn't really know him much. I lived with him very shortly. He went off to join the war when Pearl Harbor came 3 months after I was born. And the family fought over me. I was everywhere. I don't know. Some little time I spent with him, though, and this is one of those memories. Late night discovery, documentary. Nets stretched by greed, thousands of miles by a fishing company that drags from the sea any and all they enmesh. I cannot sleep. I hear only the shrieking of the dolphin. Oh, for a tuna sandwich. In my dreams I cry over scenes of tortured Maine pelican, bills chopped off to make wallets to hold some rich man's money. I suffered the burns of the boiling water dumped on their heads simply because they dare to take fish from the nets. My father must be turning in his grave. He who took no fish that did not meet the limit of the notches cut on the side of the rail, who tore off only one claw of the mighty stone crab, always careful to return the female, who fed the pelican from his own net. In the environmental war, there are no permanent victories, just days of execution. Thank you. I'm going to close with one that I feel very proud of having been returned to me, a copy of it returned to me with a signature of President Bill Clinton. I wrote this. It was one of the first evenings with my husband, actually. I was at a bar that he was playing at. I met him pretty much there that night. And I was sitting there before the show started, and there was Bill up on the stage, you know. It was that time like it is now, when you get lots of politicians. So this is what I wrote him, and I sent it to him. And I got a lovely, lovely card back from him, so it's all framed, you know. And of course, as you maybe be able to see, it is his name, B-I-L-L. Somehow or another, I made those words all fit in there. That's probably the only thing that really makes it interesting. Sunday afternoon TV at Mother Shucker's Bar, January 17, 1993. Inauguration and the latest news and sports. Scanning tubes at the bar, your smiling face appears. Hail. Okay, Pres Bill, now it's time for our greatest American sport, war. We've sat too long on the beach, kick-ass bill, take the past, run. Income taxes, taxes income, middle classes taxed by IRS, taxes, income taxes, middle class vanishing, sick and tired of taxes. Military say gays are leading troops astray, repeat yesterday's words, indeed, then to defend the prejudice toward color of skin. Urchins, rotting garbage, squalid shacks, forced to hoard pennies to exist. Rich man drives his BMW up the street, wears a mask of easy content. Welfare mommies wait online at crowded bureau, teach tykes the great American way. Vote, everybody. Let us not put another Hitler in our country.
Thank you very much.